Hey, it's your old pal Pyropak, and today we're going to take a look at the 22-inch stove by Drolet. They call it the Pyropack. This is an EPA-approved stove, and it's a good stove if you're looking for something that fits a kind of a compact footprint. One thing that I don't really care for about this stove is the fact that the inside dimension is so narrow. So it's only about 10 inches from the front to the back, which really limits the fuel that you can put in here. You can pretty much forget a north-south style of feeding a log in there unless you have really short logs. One thing that does work really good in this stove, though, are these bricks that are the pre-compressed sawdust bricks. They fit in there perfectly, and they make a great fire. So if you want to burn fire that way, this stove really rocks with those things. With logs, you're pretty much going east-west. Down here is where you can punch out that piece of metal and put in a fan. The fan that they offer for this is $150, which is ridiculous. This stove right now is selling for $600 at Home Depot, and you can buy, I think, better stoves at Tractor Supply that come with a fan that are a little bigger for about $100 less. So I'm going to go ahead and start a fire up in here, and you can tell 2 logs is about all you can fit top to bottom in here. So you don't really get a big pile of logs in there. Burn time I'm experiencing so far is you can get a couple 3 hours and then it's time to reload again. This would not be a good overnight stove. So after using this stove for 3 weeks, what would be my official opinion of it? You know what, it actually works pretty decent here in the garage. Since I'm in here most of the time when I'm using it, it's not that big a deal to keep it stoked up. If I was using this in a house and this was my primary source of heat, I would probably select something different. But since I'm in kind of a tight space and I don't have a lot of room to work with, this low profile actually works out pretty good for me. So I'd have to say, depending on your circumstance, this is probably a win, although it's going to be a pretty narrow group that's going to find a need for this stove, and most of the time you're going to want a much bigger unit. Anyhow, hope this helped you out. Thanks for watching.